My daughter is not a number. My daughter's name is Alondra Nail Santiago Rodriguez. It's not.
It's not a number, he was saying. As the number of murders in Killeen climb, one family is making sure their daughter is not forgotten as they continue their search for justice.
Yeah, that's right. In-depth reporter Alicia Nespreto is here now with their emotional story.
Killeen saw its 19th murder this year just a few weeks ago. The city has now surpassed the number of murders in 2021, and the year is not even over yet. But as the number of people killed continues to increase year after year, victims' families say it's getting harder and harder to seek justice. September 7th, 2021, a date that changed everything for the Rodriguez family.
I did have to retire because I was emotionally no well.
After a phone call they'd never expected to get.
That's when she told me, Daddy, Alondra got shot. I said, what the hell? Please don't play with me. Please, I'm not in the mood.
But the call was no joke. Alondra Santiago had become the latest victim of a shooting in Killeen.
They was the only one in the street. So as soon as they get close to her, they start shooting. There was a random shooting. Her car was impacted 8 times. 7 in the front side, and the last one was on the window, the driver's side, and that's where she got impacted.
Roughly 4 hours after her parents got a frantic phone call from their other daughter, Alondra was gone.
No talk to her. I don't see her no anymore. So, but I pray every single day about, I hope somebody, the police found it, the people do it.
Alondra's story is not uncommon. Terry Boley's daughter, Camden, was also murdered in Killeen almost 12 years ago.
For 5 years, I did nothing. I was just so heartbroken, and I was just so disgusted with having to deal with these disgusting people in Killeen that it just made me sick to even think about it.
Boley says she feels her daughter's case was neglected from the beginning.
We were never contacted by the police. We found out about her murder by looking at the paper. We don't live in Texas. We contacted the police department when we hadn't heard from her in a while. And then we pulled up the Killeen Daily Herald and read an article about a woman that was found murdered in her home.
Her family now shares the pain of so many others who fear there will never be justice.
Before Kenneth was murdered, she had told us about a friend of hers in January that was murdered. Her murder is also unsolved. What's going on down there, it's bad. And it's not just happening to us, it's happening to many people.
We decided to continue to fight for her justice, because she was the third one in that weekend. She got a little hope. I don't.
The Killeen Police Department has seen an increase in murders over the last 5 years. In 2018, there were just 7 across Killeen. That number went up to 16 in 2019 and 26 in 2020. There was a 31% drop in murders in 2021, with 18 people losing their lives, and 19 now so far in 2022. Of the 37 murders since January of 2021, roughly half remain unsolved.
When we have our homicide cases, we bring full bear of the police department to attempt to solve them, particularly when it comes to our gang and narcotic cases. There people are reluctant to talk because of the nature of the business.
Police Chief Chuck Kimball says the majority of their open cases are categorized as gang and drug violence.
We have redoubled our efforts when it comes to drug investigations. We partnered with the Bell County Organized Crime Unit, with our federal partners, to really put a stranglehold on the gang activity. And we're really going after those who are involved in the gang and narcotics trade to suppress that activity.
As police work to put an end to the violence, some families say the city is not doing enough to keep Killeen residents safe.
They find a reason to put a little advantage to the big problem. This is a big problem in this city. The city council continue creating houses, permit for doing more housing. More housing, more people. More people, more crime.
Or to bring closure to the families of murder victims.
I will fight until I die, until I get justice for my daughter.
If you have any tips on an open investigation, you can call the Killeen Police Department, or to report anonymously, you can reach out to Bell County Crime Stoppers. Those numbers are right there on your screen. In the studio, Alicia Nesparto, 25 News.
All right, Alicia. Now, Chief Kimball also says stolen guns are one of the big issues with these homicides. Many are taken from unlocked cars where the guns aren't properly stored. The chief says that falls on gun owners.
Crime prevention is a shared responsibility. We need the public's help. We need them to do their part, report suspicious activities, take the steps to protect yourself, and lock up your valuables. If there's an issue you need our assistance, please call us.
The chief stressing to the public, if you see something, say something.